I knew it. We all knew it all along. The Cleveland Cavaliers aren't about to make any more moves to try and compete with the Golden State Warriors. Yo, what is up guys? It's me, Zach Lee. And real quick, leave some questions for an upcoming Q&A I plan on doing. I'm bringing Ask SDC back. Planning on doing it maybe once a month, so leave some questions down in the comment section. But moving on, we got some clarifying news to talk about today. Remember when I made that video about the Cavs supposedly wanting to trade for DeMarcus Cousins after reports came out that said that the Cleveland Cavaliers were trying to trade for DeMarcus Cousins, and I said that it seemed like the people who made that report just stitched two stories together. Stories that the New Orleans Pelicans would like to trade for Iman Shumpert, and then also stories saying that the Cleveland Cavaliers were listening to offers for the Brooklyn pick. Well, I said in that video that I didn't actually think the Cavs would trade that pick for DeMarcus Cousins without being absolutely positive that LeBron James would re-sign with them next summer. And LeBron has already told the Cavs this summer that he is not going to commit to them long term right now. I didn't see why that would change all of a sudden, so I didn't see why the Cavs would trade that pick for DeMarcus Cousins. Since it will be a huge risk if the Cavs actually do the trade and still lose to the Golden State Warriors in the finals, and then you have Isaiah Thomas, DeMarcus Cousins, and LeBron James all leave the Cleveland Cavaliers next summer, and the Cavs would be left with absolutely nothing. Doing that trade would be like the Cavs emptying out their savings account, going to Vegas, putting it all on red. If it works out, that's amazing. They win big. They look like freaking geniuses. If not, they lost everything and they wind up sucking toes for money.
What?
But still, regardless of all that, people were still thinking, what on earth can the Cavs do with that pick to compete with the Golden State Warriors? People would love to see the Cavaliers trade for DeMarcus Cousins, and I'm not gonna lie, even though I saw it as very unlikely, I was still rooting for it to happen, because let me be completely honest with you guys for a second here. I could care less about what happens to the Cleveland Cavaliers next summer. I am not a Cavs fan, so their team being blown to smithereens would not make me lose a single second of sleep at night. I would feel bad for the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actual Cavs fans that are out there that their team is now at the bottom of the dumpster of the NBA again, but you know, teams get bad every day, B. So yeah, I would love it if the Cavs pull off some huge blockbuster move to put them in a better position to compete with the Golden State Warriors. But it's not happening. As yesterday, I guess we got some sort of confirmation that the Cleveland Cavaliers are not looking to trade the Brooklyn pick. Within the organization, there is real significant doubt about whether or not LeBron's going to return. Boston was the only team that could satisfy a perfect role for them, long-term with a draft pick and short-term with Crowder and Isaiah. They're not doing that. That's not the plan for Cleveland. They're not trading the draft pick. That was said during a conversation on a podcast between Zach Lowe and Waz yesterday, and it's 100% right. It's almost common sense at this point. The Cleveland Cavaliers are not going to trade the draft pick. They didn't trade for the draft pick in that Isaiah Thomas trade because they wanted to turn around and flip it for another star player to help them go up against the Golden State Warriors right now. That would be insane. That would be almost suicide on the Cavs part as an organization. They wanted that pick just in case LeBron leaves, and if he does leave, they will at least have something to go forward with. They won't have to be sucking toes for money. So the draft pick ain't going anywhere. That's out of the question. But I did say in the beginning that the Cavs aren't going to make any more moves to compete with the Golden State Warriors, and that might not necessarily be 100% true. I still believe that if a trade offer comes along in which the Cavs can still keep that draft pick and move someone else, and that would give them a better shot at beating the Warriors, if they would take that shot, they would do that deal. Not very sure what kind of miracle deal that would have to be, but obviously if it does happen, they'll take it. I think it will be something along the lines of moving Kevin Love. I have said this in previous videos. I strongly believe that the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to be looking to trade Kevin Love, either for a one-year rental player who matches up better with the Golden State Warriors, because while Kevin Love, in my mind, is still very underappreciated for what he has done for the Cleveland Cavaliers as a third option, I mean, averaging 20 points and 11 rebounds per game as a third option is very valuable. But against the Golden State Warriors, Kevin Love isn't as valuable. He's a defensive liability. That's first and foremost. He can't guard anyone on the Golden State Warriors. And after that, on the offensive end, he's not necessarily someone that the Warriors are afraid of. So I really do believe they will look to move him at some point this season, especially if they're scared of LeBron James leaving. Why do you want to be stuck with Kevin Love? He'll be a free agent the year after LeBron anyway, so right now is the most value you're going to get out of Kevin Love. So I seriously think they're going to move him. And just thinking about it too, Jay Crowder actually might make more sense at the 4 spot against the Warriors than Kevin Love does. Now, Kevin Love is the better player head to head, no doubt. There's no question about that. But against the Golden State Warriors, Jay Crowder seems like the better player to have in the game, because on the defensive end, he can guard almost anyone on the Warriors if he gets switched on to him. You can throw him on Klay Thompson, you can throw him on Kevin Durant, Draymond Green. Heck, even on Steph Curry, it's not the worst thing that could happen. Meanwhile, Kevin Love on Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, or Kevin Durant is a nightmare waiting to happen. Kevin Love can only guard Zaza Pachulia on a very good night. And on the offensive end, let's be honest here, the Cleveland Cavaliers kind of reduced Kevin Love to a catch and shoot player from 3 against the Golden State Warriors. That's exactly what Jay Crowder always brings on the offensive end, so you're not losing much there either. I seriously think Jay Crowder is a better option against the Golden State Warriors than Kevin Love is, so that could be another reason that the writing is on the wall for Kevin Love days in Cleveland. They're either going to try and move him for an expiring contract that matches up better against the Golden State Warriors, or even for another rebuilding package. That wouldn't surprise me either. So that's gonna happen at some point this season. Other than that though, I strongly think the Cavs are just going to be the Cavs this last season until we all find out what LeBron James's plans are next summer. He could surprise everyone and still re-sign with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but the Cavs don't know that. No one knows that right now, and the Cavs aren't going to make moves thinking that LeBron James is going to stay, because that would be very foolish of them. They're not trading the pick. Other than that, the only real trade piece they have is Kevin Love, who I do think will be traded. There's still the option that they bring in Dwayne Wade after he gets bought up from the Chicago Bulls, but once again, let's be completely honest here. A 35-year-old Dwayne Wade is not the difference between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So to recap all of this, Kevin Love most likely gone. DeMarcus Cousins is off the table, and the draft pick isn't going anywhere. And now we just wait to see what LeBron James does in the summer of 2018. Question of the daytime, and I guess the only question left to ask out of all of this is, where do you guys think Kevin Love is going to end up? Do you think the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to trade him? Let me know down in the comment section below. But now let's take a look at what you guys said in yesterday's video. And yesterday, I asked you guys if you think that Russell Westbrook actually got even better this summer, and here's what you said. Question of the day, I think Russ will get better because he is 28 and he has crazy work ethic. There is no way he could have declined working that hard and looking to improve. Look at LeBron, he is 32 and improving. How is that possible? Russ can still improve for sure unless he does a Derrick Rose or something. Question of the day, he will be a pound for pound better player with the percentages, but his stats will drop because he'll be doing the pick and roll with Paul George. Question of the day, I think Russell Westbrook is a great player, but I feel like since the Thunder added PG-13, I feel his stats will go down. But as far as that, I think he will have a good season. His stats are for sure going to come down. I don't think there's any way his stats could have remained the same or gone up, but that doesn't mean at all that he is going to be a worse player. He's going to be a much better player. I think Russell Westbrook's going to come back even more in control, which will make him better. On top of that, I expect him to be a better shooter and all this other stuff. So yeah, Russell Westbrook will most likely be even better next year. But that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like if you did and subscribe for more daily NBA videos. And until tomorrow, keep getting the buckets, Team SEC, and I'm out of here. Peace!